Hi, welcome to Volatility 411 for Tuesday, August 25th. I'm Russell Rhodes, Head of Research and Consulting at EQ Derivatives. S&P 500 started out the day very nicely. It hit record intraday levels before fading off, and now it's slightly down on the day. Something worth noting, VIX did not break yesterday's lows despite making new highs today. I've always said that traders that are focusing on the S&P 500, making decisions based on what the S&P 500 is doing, should at minimum pay attention to spot VIX. They also should probably be looking at the front two VIX futures as well. I'll talk about that in just a second. As I stand here, VIX is slightly over 23. Looking at the front 3-month futures, September, October, November. SEP's at 26.50, October's at 30, and then November's at 29.25. That October-November spread was as wide as almost 2 points at one time. It's been narrowing over the past couple of weeks. Now it's kind of holding steady at this 75-80 cent range. Now, yesterday, some of the people out on the VIX Twitter sphere were noting that the VIX futures held up despite spot VIX moving down. Sometimes that's an indication that maybe spot VIX is going to hold in or come back up as well. That's why I say you should watch the futures as well as the spot VIX. Speaking of the futures, the new mini futures continue to do particularly well. Yesterday, over 36,000 of the September VIX mini futures contracts traded at the CBOE Futures Exchange. And then finally, taking a look at a couple of option trades, one from yesterday, one from today. The one from yesterday, pretty large trade. Somebody bought 40,000 of the January of 2021, next year. January 27 calls, paid $611 for those. They sold the same number of the January 40 calls for $301. They paid $310 for the January 27 40 call spread. Worth noting, and I don't know if it has anything to do with this trade or not, but that's actually Inauguration Day as well, and those options will expire on the open Inauguration Day 2021. And then finally, just because I love talking about the strikes with triple digits, there was a seller this morning of 1,000 of the February 100 calls, and they took in 40 cents for that trade. So with all that, I'm Russell Rhodes, and that's your Volatility 411.